prime YouTube FIFA videos, sort of FIFA 14, FIFA 15, I didn't have the same sort of passion for it anymore. I felt, people aren't watching FIFA on YouTube as much. I mean, ultimately, a lot of my audience is from FIFA. That was the real opportunity where I feel like I could have properly blown up. But do you think I messed up? Do you think I messed up with the FIFA videos in terms of that was the opportunity I had and I kind of blew it? Welcome to another video. This is a slightly different one because we've got my dad for the first time in a bit. Actually, it's the first time in a bit. You're in that Bournemouth video. So.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a little while.
Yeah, we wanted to come on here, have a little chat, because obviously I couldn't create a new style of content and not include the main reason I probably have subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're actually going to be talking about a bit of FIFA today, and kind of be discussing why I don't really do FIFA videos anymore, kind of the state of FIFA. Because you still play FIFA, don't you? Consistently, whereas I don't.
I play pretty much every day, yeah.
And you grind out these cards.
Yeah.
I
just do all the SBCs, all the objectives.
Because I was looking back, back to sort of, when was it? FIFA 17 when we started doing the videos together, wasn't it? And where I feel like I was funnier back then. I feel like I've lost my funniness, or I'm probably was never funny to some people. But we used to do the little dad and son against each other, the club tours.
Yeah.
And because at the time they what was I on? I was on maybe 1,000 subscribers, 1,500 subscribers.
Yeah, in those days.
And the idea of getting 10k views or 10k subscribers was just mental. And obviously, when I got that first video, I remember the feeling of just having 10k views, having 1,000 likes on a video, having the likes, I think JMX and a few other.
When I started coming on the channel.
Oh yes,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
Because it was a new kind of concept, dad and son kind of playing FIFA. Not many dads play FIFA.
Not to my standard.
Not your brilliant standard of play. But yeah,
how did the last game we played together go? I can't remember exactly.
Neither can I. I can't remember exactly.
I think I did quite well in that.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't played FIFA in a very, very long time. Properly, Ultimate Team. I played pro clubs and stuff. But yeah, back to I went on a bit of a tangent there. Back to kind of. So the start when I blew up, we blew up technically, kind of the first sense of, because I think it's almost on 500,000 views now, that club tour, and that was and I just that was when I was really, really enjoying FIFA, because I think the prime sort of FIFA, I know FIFA's still got a massive audience and people still play the game just as much as they did back then, but the sort of prime YouTube FIFA videos, sort of FIFA 14, FIFA 15, and then sort of, I feel like over the years, it's still obviously big, but I feel like back then it had sort of quite a broad audience in terms of, these videos could get 10 million views, where right now you have a dedicated audience that will watch every single video of a Nepenthes AJ3 video. So they will get a guaranteed sort of 200k, 300k views a video kind of thing. But I just, over the years, sort of, I think it was around the team of the season in FIFA 20, when I was constantly getting out videos, and I just didn't have the same sort of, passion for it anymore, I felt. I don't know what you thought about everything like that.
Yeah, no, I've always enjoyed doing the videos, and I still really enjoy playing the game. To me, the game's, it's more than a video game, it's more like a hobby to me.
Yeah.
I play golf and I play FIFA, and I see them the same. They're two of my hobbies. Yeah,
I mean, I think that, ultimately, I love playing FIFA at the start because of, you had a Barbo, Javinho up front in your team, Dumbia, and you could get a cheap team and it'd be really, really good. And I think that in the way that FIFA's developed, I feel like it's good and bad in some sense, and partly maybe the reason on YouTube it's maybe hasn't continued, because back in the day getting a 15 million coin player was unthinkable. Only a few people could get it. The fact that, because that's why so many people had the cheap squads, the players Dumbia, Barbo, and all that. And then so these players now with the price ranges and stuff became more attainable. So more people were able to get them. So maybe that. They had them now. The people went to YouTube sort of because they didn't have the ability to
Yeah, I
spend
know
this
what you
amount of
mean.
money on.
There wasn't these like high-rated players on SBCs, and they hadn't even bought in SBCs at that
No.
point, had they? Or
No.
or on objectives. You can get good players on objectives and on not that expensive SBCs now that you can grind out the fodder to get as well. So yeah, you can get to higher-rated players more easily now, I reckon.
But I think that's people aren't watching FIFA on YouTube as much. I mean, ultimately, a lot of my audience is from FIFA, which is why it's not been, because obviously I've still got an audience. So, I mean, ultimately the videos will still be pushed out to however many people. I don't know, because some people inactive accounts and that. But I think that it's difficult because a lot of my audience are from FIFA. When I try and expand, and I lost that passion for it. As I liked playing pro clubs and stuff, but I lost that sort of passion for playing sort of ultimate team content. You know, FUT champs every single weekend. I just couldn't do it. I didn't enjoy it. It just made me angry.
I don't play FUT champs.
No, and it didn't appeal to me anymore, and it was frustrating because at the time that was the real opportunity where I feel like I could have properly blown up, but had the momentum. I was having, like JMX commented on my video. There's a few other people that were following me from that, and I could have used that momentum, but because I was so sort of, I spoke about in my return video, like with my OCD, I was, everything had to be completely perfect, and it took excessive amounts of time. Whereas people didn't really care about that. People just wanted to see us play FIFA, and that was the problem, because I thought that it had to, every little bit of editing had to be perfect, and instead of, because I feel like, if let's say I did continue doing that and I was on 100k, 200k, 300k, whatever, would that have benefited me now in terms of, because I would have to have even more stuck to the FIFA content now, because I really enjoy football, talking about football, and I feel like a lot of people, like, because if you like FIFA, it's likely you like football, but once you've found your football YouTubers, it's quite hard to get into that. So you watch a user will watch a certain like, you have, I don't know, you probably won't watch too many football YouTubers, but you have the football YouTubers that you watch, and I felt like I'd got into the space of FIFA YouTubers you'd watched, because you couldn't get that elsewhere. Yeah. And obviously, this isn't the most original content, but this is what I ultimately enjoy, and I can put out a lot of these videos. I don't know.
But what about the fact that your most popular videos got nothing to do with football or FIFA?
That's that, and it's just, I still, every single video, pretty much without fail, I'll get at least a comment that says, when's the next Jawbreaker video?
Well, when is the next Jawbreaker video?
Never. I don't know. I don't really.
Come on, it's not never, is it?
I don't know. I don't want to make those types of videos anymore.
They're funny.
Yeah.
I think that's what people like. They like something that's not too serious and, well edited, without being obsessive over editing it.
Yeah.
I think people want to see that. But
do you think I messed up? Do you think I messed up with the FIFA videos in terms of?
How can you say that? How can you say, I should have done this, I should have done that? You made the decision you made at the time, and why you don't look back and regret it? You made it for the reasons you made it, that you've talked about. For your own health as much as anything, which ultimately has to be more important than anything.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think you can look back and think, I should have done this, I should have done that.
But I should have. I feel like it's. I know obviously you can't change everything, and I still think about this like from time to time. I was like watching some old FIFA videos, and I felt like that was the opportunity I had, and I kind of blew it, and it's still something that I find annoying, and I don't like because. I don't know, because I feel like if I did blow up from that, as I previously said, would I now be even more restrictive? I feel like, I've got this amount of people that just want to see FIFA. Obviously, people want to see football as well. Or would it mean that I have more people that might want to go into this kind of content? Is what I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out now.
Yeah. But it's FIFA for me is I still sometimes I sometimes play pro clubs. Sometimes I don't really play games that much anymore, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's.
Are we still putting out my FIFA though? That's what I want to know.
This is the question. What do you need? Do you want a Juron's dad FIFA channel?
Do you want to see some of my FIFA and a club tour or whatever else?
Because I mean, if I have the time, I'm sure people would like to see it. But I don't mind doing like making a FIFA video for that. But I don't know, because it was just I didn't have the same the way that when we made our club tour. I was so excited to record each video, edit each video, and I felt like over time I didn't play FIFA outside of it. It just made me angry, and I want to be just as excited to film and edit as I was then now, and I don't get that with FIFA anymore.
Okay.
I know, because it's weird, because how often do you get the scenario that you're more into FIFA than I am?
Yeah. And better at it.
Yeah, I mean, you can say, of course you're going to be better. I don't play the game anymore. But yeah, I didn't really plan what to say for this. I just thought I'd come on because it's been something I'm thinking about for a while. And maybe this will attract, because we're talking about FIFA, attract some viewers that might be interested, talk about some football. And obviously, it's so frustrating at the moment because I want to do the football vlogs.
Yeah.
And I want to do, like, the reactions, for example. Bournemouth, we are about to play in the playoffs, which I'm sure we'll do a video on. But because we're so restricted with what we can do at the moment, for obvious reasons, you're so limited in what you can do. Like, we can do the football videos, but even football videos now at this point, I was doing some research, like, in terms of how they do on YouTube at the moment. They're so, like, even like you got YouTubers like the F2 that just don't have the same amount of viewership they get. I don't know whether it's because it's weird, but you'd argue, were there more people on YouTube back then, or have they just accumulated more views because they've been around there? But surely YouTube is constantly increasing viewership, you would think, no?
Yeah, I think this is the answer to your previous question about did you mess up or not. I think ultimately you've got to be true to yourself. People want to watch something that's authentically you. I don't think... It's so much choice, obviously, on YouTube. If you're going to connect with any content creator, it's because you connect with the person, and I think it's the person first and their content second, personally. But although you do have to be interested, like if you're going to put out something about tiddlywinks, then people probably wouldn't be up for it. You know.
But that is true. But in the same sense, there is many people that I'm sure this is the case for right now that will still, like I did, make videos because they can, and they're not necessarily enjoying them. People won't have a clue. Like, it's very easy to say, oh yeah, you can tell when someone's enjoying it, but can you truly? A lot of the time, like you can tell when, I guess you can tell when someone's really enjoying it, but can you tell when someone is unhappy doing it? Is the question.
No, I don't. Probably not.
So a lot of people, and once you've got that, because YouTube's so weird in that sense, because it's not like if you're a celebrity, like you grew up being a singer, you became a famous singer, famous actor, famous footballer, whatever. It's quite easy because you've got that massive following to expand to something else.
Yeah.
But with YouTube, you've grown and everyone knows you for that one thing, and everyone watches that video. Because, like, yes, I think people watch me for me, but ultimately they only watch those videos because they were interested in FIFA kind of thing.
I get that, yeah.
I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but yeah.
Well, why do they watch me then?
This guy. Yeah, why do you watch why do you like my dad talking rubbish? You've got a new rival now because what is it? Thog Dad is the biggest dad on YouTube, isn't he? You don't know who that is. Thogden's does football videos. I spoke to him once before he blew up. Like, this is in sort of like the small YouTuber days when obviously as well Morgs was I knew Morgs like when he first started, and I spoke to him once briefly, and then I just see him blowing up. He's doing really well at the moment. And Juron Star versus Thog Dad. No, we're not going to make that a thing. But I just think that because FIFA will have, especially during this time, people will be playing FIFA. People playing video games all the time. So I'm sure they'll have just as many people playing, if not probably more. But I think for me, I think partly is I grew up, and I know that your thing, you still enjoy it, but. And I'm in a point where now, whereas you've got a career, you're towards retirement or whatever. Well, yeah, you are. Yeah. No, but you know what I mean.
A few more years to go.
But I'm having to make a choice what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to come on here speak about FIFA a little bit because I think that it has become very competitive as well. I feel like that sort of. Back in the day where it was really fun. There was no SBCs, there's no FUT champs, there's no any of this, there's no FUT draft, but it was so fun because the gameplay was really fun. I feel like it's the mixture because they want to go into esports, but also the same thing is they want to make it fun, and I feel like it's quite hard to balance the two, like, and do it well.
Hard, yeah.
And I feel like there is room for improvement. Obviously, it's never going to be perfect, but I feel like you lose a bit of that audience if you want to go competitively, and then if you want to reduce the competitiveness, I don't know too much about it, but for me, I like pro clubs because I'm playing with your mates, but it's just something that just doesn't interest me as much anymore.
Yeah. So I'm interested to know what people think. What do they want to see? How do they feel about that?
Yeah, I would appreciate that. I don't know if we're still recording on the camera. We are indeed, but we're about to stop recording.
Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty much it. It was probably a bit longer than I expected this video to be. But I know I always speak a lot in these. I don't let you speak. But if there's anything, what do you want to say to the people? I'll let you say some.
I want to know if people want to see my FIFA back on the channel.
Not on my channel.
Yeah, it's got to be on your channel.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh, are you talking about a brand new channel?
Yeah, but this is the thing. I haven't
got time to make videos. You have to make them.
I know, but I just don't enjoy. I want to. You know, I want to. I want to enjoy making my stuff. And it's, like I say, it's a bit weird that you enjoy still doing it so much, but I don't as much. And I like making videos. I've never been this excited to make these type of videos.
Well, that's great.
And I want to make sort of real life football reaction videos.
You do you. Yeah. You do you. That's ultimately the thing.
And me and Alex will become YouTube sensations. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure.
And good to speak about all of this. And leave a comment what you think about what we've spoken about. Let us know what type of videos you want to see. Obviously, I'm gonna get my dad on the channel. He's gonna pull in the views, So let us know what kind of videos you'd want us to do other than FIFA. Maybe down the line, maybe down the line, there may be a FIFA video at some point if I feel like it. But ultimately, I want to try and get away from that because I know you're gutted about that. But I want to do something that I'm passionate about, and I don't enjoy the video aspect of it as much as I did before. Not to say I won't ever do an epic Team of the Year pack opening in FIFA 25. But yeah, this video is probably way too long now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit, and nice one.
Thanks for watching.